Dear students, now we are going to calculate the packing efficiency in all the three cubic unit cells, that is simple cubic, body centered cubic as well as face centered cubic unit cells. How far the atoms are tightly packed, how efficiently the atoms are packed in the unit cell. That's what we are going to see in simple cubic, body centered cubic as well as face centered cubic. In simple cubic, to start with, it is a simple cube. I have drawn a simple cube. All right. There are 8 corner atoms. But this way of drawing may not be exact. I have to take like this. Front side, an atom, an atom, an atom, an atom. This is how it is bonded. If the edge length is like this, it is equal to 2r. The radius of the atom, if you consider, it is r. Edge length A is equal to 2r. That's how it comes. How efficiently atoms are packed in a simple cubic means, for that we should know the ratio between the volume occupied by these atoms divided by total volume of the unit cell. If it is multiplied by 100, you will be getting packing efficiency. So packing efficiency can be given as volume occupied by the spheres. Volume occupied by the spheres. By the spheres, nothing but by the atoms in the unit cell. That's all. These we consider sphere. These we consider sphere. Divided by volume of the unit cell. Volume of the unit cell. We have discussed already. An atom at the corner is shared by 8 unit cells and therefore contribution is 1/8 only. And therefore, how much volume is for this particular unit cell? How much volume is occupied by this unit cell? That we are going to see. When it is divided by volume of the unit cell, you will be getting packing fraction. It is said to be fraction. If it is multiplied by 100, you will be getting packing efficiency. All right? Into 100. Percentage. How much percentage of atoms getting occupied in the unit cell? How closely the atoms are packed? That's what given. All right? Now, in the simple cubic unit cell, I have shown you already, it is a simple cubic unit cell. It is a simple cubic unit cell. If you go in for the centers, between these two centers is the edge length. This is said to be the edge length A. So, volume of the unit cell is simply A cube. Edge length, when it is cubed, you will be getting volume of the unit cell. Edge length, edge length, edge length. So, volume of the unit cell. But A is equal to 2r. It is the radius of the sphere. It is the radius of the sphere. So, 2 atoms occupy like this, as I have drawn already. Here 1 atom, here 1 atom. Therefore, it is equal to 2r. A is equal to 2r. All right. But since we know volume of the unit cell in A cube, we need volume occupied by the spheres in terms of A. Therefore, R is equal to A by 2. So, I have given R, radius of the atom in terms of edge length A, that is A by 2. We know that since atoms are considered as spheres, the volume of a sphere, what is the volume of a sphere? It is pi r cube. You may be knowing volume of a sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. In the simple cubic unit cell, only one atom is present. Number of atoms per unit cell. Number of atoms per unit cell of simple cubic is equal to 1, because 8 corner atoms, 8 into 1 by 8, only 1. So volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. We have only one sphere in the whole of the unit cell, because each atom contributes only 1/8, and therefore total volume of the sphere, total volume of all the spheres in the unit cell is equal to 4 by 3 pi. Instead of r, I can write a by 2 whole cube. 4 by 3 pi a by 2 whole cube. All right, which is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into a cube divided by 2 into 2 into 2. A cube 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 and 4 get cancelled. Therefore, pi a cube by 6. 3 into 2, 6. That is the total volume of all the spheres. Volume occupied by the spheres. Volume occupied by the spheres of simple cube is equal to this much. Now what is packing efficiency? Packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by the spheres in simple cube, that is pi a cube by 6 divided by a cube, because that is the volume of unit cell, into 100. A cube and a cube get cancelled. Pi means 22 by 7 or 3.14 divided by 6 into 100. Approximately 50%, but it is still somewhat higher. The percentage is found to be 52.31%. In a simple cube, only 52.32% is occupied by the spheres. Remaining 47.69 is unoccupied. So the packing is not so tight. That is the meaning. All right. So that is about packing efficiency in simple cubic unit cell. If we go in for body-centered cubic unit cell, number of atoms per unit cell in body-centered cubic unit cell is equal to 2. Why? There are 8 corner atoms and 1 atom at the center of the cube, totally 1 plus 1. This atom is entirely for this unit cell, 8 into 1 by 8 plus 1, therefore 2. Packing efficiency, always it is volume occupied by the spheres divided by volume of the unit cell and into 100. We have calculated for the simple cube, the packing efficiency is 52.31%. That we have calculated now. All right. Now let us go into body-centered cube. When a body-centered atom comes in, the two atoms cannot touch each other, and therefore radius cannot be half of A. R is not equal to A by 2. Why? You just see the model. Here the atoms are not touching each other. The atoms are not touching each other, atoms are not touching each other. In a body-centered cubic arrangement, the distance A is not equal to R. But where the atom then get attached at the diagonal is just to see 1, 2, 3. If you look at here, 1, 2, 3. It is not this diagonal, this diagonal. It is going inside. This corner to that corner. If you look at your room, that corner to this corner. Only then here one atom, here one atom, here one atom. That is body-centered arrangement. It is not like this. Alright, it is not two-dimensional, it is three-dimensional. If you look at your room, one atom will be at that place, another atom will be at the middle, another atom will be below this. So this diagonal line you have to draw. That is, this corner to this corner may be. It may be like this, that corner to this, or it will not be like this. It is not like this. It is the front face. I cannot connect these two. I can connect these two. Or I can connect these two. This is how I get the diagonal. Atoms are touching like this. Center atom is here. Another atom here. Another atom here. So, if you consider a square, atom is here, it is not touching each other. There is an atom at the middle. This atom is not touching this atom. This is also not possible. You just see. This is also not touching. But this atom is touching this one. In turn, that atom is touching. Three-dimensional view if you go. Body center, that and this center. This is how it goes. So, if I draw a line, diagonal line here, it will touch three spheres, and here this distance is equal to 2r. But how to calculate that distance? It is obtained using Pythagoras theorem, the very popular theorem that can be used to calculate the diagonal length in the body-centered arrangement. How to calculate? This length and this length, we can calculate this one. Alright? Or else, this face length we can calculate. Front face. Then this is the another triangle, right-angled triangle. Right-angled triangle can be in different ways. See, a cube is drawn like this. This is the cube I have drawn. It is edge length. All the edge lengths are A. If it is the line which makes all the three spheres join together, we can calculate using the Pythagoras theorem. This length, square of this length is equal to square of these two lengths. But here, this way it is not connecting. It is connecting the other way. Square made into a cube. This point touches this point, or this point touches this point. Alright? Diagonal from there to here. Can you imagine? This diagonal you have to imagine. And now, if I draw a diagonal line here, I will be getting another triangle like this, right angle triangle. So what to do to get the radius of the atom? Somewhat difficult to calculate radius of the atom. How? Let us calculate. By using Pythagoras theorem in 2 times we can get. To start with, let us calculate the radius of Let us calculate this length. For a particular face, it is a particular face, the diagonal is drawn here. What is this length? Let us find out this length. A, what will be this? If it is considered A, B, C, if it is considered A, B, C, then we are going to calculate AC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is a very common Pythagoras theorem. Now we know AB and BC. AB is nothing but A square. BC is nothing but A square. So AC square is equal to 2A square. Alright. What is AC then? Root of 2A square, which is equal to root 2 into A square. A square plus A square, 2A square. If it is taken root, this also has to be taken root. Root 2A square, 2 root, I have written root A, root 2, and A square, I have taken root, therefore A. Root 2A, root 2A. That is AC. Now, I have to find out this length, this diagonal. As I said, that corner, one atom, middle one atom, at that corner another atom. So that length we are going to get. A, B, C, let it be D. So AD square is equal to AC square plus CD square. AC square plus CD square. AC we have calculated just now, root 2A. CD square, CD is A square. So AD square is equal to AC square. AC just now we have got. CD square, it is A only, edge length, A square. So if you sum up root 2A whole square plus A square, this length root 2A square plus A square, which is equal to 2A square plus A square. Root 2 into 2, root 2 into root 2, root 2. A square, A square. So AD square is equal to this much, which is equal to 3A square. AD is equal to root 3A square, which is equal to root 3A square. Sorry, root 3A. 3A square. AD square is equal to 3A square. When taken root of 3A square, root of A square is equal to A, root 3, I have written root 3. So, this edge length, this length, diagonal length, crossing that corner to that corner in the three-dimensional manner comes to root 3A. If it is root 3A, what will be the radius? Radius of the atom again 1, 2, 3. That's what I have shown. One, two, three. These three are touching each other. One radius, two radius, three radius. One from here to this center to this center. This atom fully. Therefore 4R. So that 4R is equal to 4R, that is equal to root 3A. Therefore A is equal to, R is equal to root 3 by 4A. So the radius of atom in terms of edge length we have calculated. To start with, we have calculated AC and then we have calculated AD. AD is nothing but 4R, because 1, 2, 3 atoms are present. Here one radius, here two radius, here one radius. 4R is equal to 3A, root 3A. Therefore R is equal to root 3 by 4A. Now let us go in for making efficiency calculation, which is equal to volume occupied by the sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume occupied by the spheres How many spheres are there in BCC? 2. Number of atoms is equal to 2. So 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. Number of atoms n into volume of each sphere. 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now the value of r is root 3 by 4. Therefore, volume occupied by the spheres is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 pi into the value of r is given as root 3 by 4 a whole cube. Root 3 by 4 a whole cube, which is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 into root 3 by 4 into root 3 by 4 into root 3 by 4 into a cube, and then pi is also remaining. 4 and 4 get cancelled. 2 root 3's can cancel 1 3, because root 3 into root 3 will become 3. 2 by 4 2. Therefore, root 3 by 8 pi a cube. Root 3 by 8 pi a cube. That is volume occupied by the spheres. Here 2 sphere for BCC. Therefore, we have multiplied by 2. 4 by 3 pi r cube is the volume occupied by 1 sphere, which is equal to packing efficiency root 3 by 8 pi a cube divided by a cube, because volume of unit cell is a cube. A cube and a cube get cancelled, which is equal to 1.7332 into 3.14 into 100, because we are calculating percentage into 100 divided by 8. Approximately 6 by 8, 68%. 68% it comes for BCC. If it is for FCC, it will be 74. That we will be finding out afterwards. So, can you understand this? First of all, we have calculated this length. Then this length we have calculated. That length corresponds to 4r. So 1r is equal to this much. Volume occupied by a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. But it has got 2 unit cells, therefore multiplied by 2. 2 into 4 by 3 pi. R cube means this alone 3 times. So, root 3 by 4, root 3 by 4, root 3 by 4 a cube. 2 and 4, 2. 4 and 4 get cancelled. 3, 2 root 3's get cancelled. 2 root 3's get cancelled. Therefore, root 3 by 8 pi a cube. It is for 2 unit cells. Divided by volume of the unit cell into 100, that comes to 68. Now let us go into the packing efficiency for face-centered cubic unit cell. Packing efficiency for face-centered cubic unit cell. Face-centered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Under the 8 corners, there will be atoms. Contribution of each unit cell by the corner 1, each face will be 1 by 2, 6 into 1 by 2, 3, therefore 4. For face-centered cubic unit cell, number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 4. Packing efficiency always same formula. Now, Let me show the face-centered atom. This is the face-centered atom. This is the face. 1, 2, 3. 3 atoms are touching each other. 1 radius, 2r, 1r. So 4r. This is equal to 4r. Just we are going to calculate this length using Pythagoras theorem. Alright, we are getting a triangle, right angle triangle we will be getting. One face triangle. Simple. So, in the case of FCC, total number of atoms 4 and atoms are touching like this. 1, 2, 3. This is how it is 1r, it is 2r, it is 1r, totally 4r. We have to calculate this length. A. Let it be AB, C. This calculation we have already did in BCC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, which is equal to A square plus A square, 2A square. AC square is equal to 2A square. So AC is equal to root of 2A square, which is equal to root 2A. Root 2A. Now 4r is equal to this length. So 4r is equal to root 2a. Therefore r is equal to root 2 by 4a. R is equal to root 2 by 4a. We have calculated r. Then directly we can go in for volume occupied by the spheres or atoms. So volume occupied by the spheres means how many spheres we have to take into account? 4. For FCC 4 into volume of a sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. R has to be written in terms of A. Therefore 4 into 4 by 3 pi root 2 by 4 a cube. Root 2 by a whole cube. Root 2 by 4 a whole cube. Alright? Which is nothing but 4 into 4 by 3 into root 2 by 4 into root 2 by 4 into root 2 by 4 a cube, finally this pi. 4 and 4 get cancelled. 4 and 4 get cancelled. 2 root 2's become 2. 2 root 2's. Root 2 into root 2, 2. When I cancel, it will give 2. Therefore, when we cancel out the root 2 and 2, we will be getting root 2 at the bottom. 3 root 2. 4 and 4 get cancelled. 4 and 4 get cancelled. Root 2 into root 2, 2. Therefore 2. Root 2 by 6. Let it be like this. So root 2 by 6 pi a cube. So volume occupied by the spheres is equal to pi root 2 pi a cube divided by 6 into 100, which is nothing but 1.414 into 3.14, divided by a cube. Here volume of unit cell a cube get cancelled. So 1.414, 3.14 into 100 divided by 6. So this value comes to 74%. So that is for FCC, the packing efficiency is 74%. So in simple cube, it is only 52.31% is packed. For BCC, 68% packed. For FCC, 74% packed. That is about packing efficiency of different types of cubic unit cells. Thank you.